now is the time we're going to put the spotlight on a couple fights, fighters, or lines that catch our eye this weekend. For me, there's the easy one. Obviously, there's the homer pick, which we're going to talk to this gentleman in the next segment, and that's Brandon Raw Dog Royval. But for me, I'm going to put a little bit of spotlight on the Michael Chandler and Tony Ferguson matchup. Now, this one, I feel like there's a lot of people that are writing Tony off, and you're not necessarily wrong. I don't mean to say wrong, like to disrespect Tony, but it's a valid thought based off of the last couple performances that we've seen from Tony. However, a lot of what Tony does well, if he is able to find his rhythm and get some offense going, works very well against a guy like Michael Chandler. You're talking about a guy like Tony who will scramble and scramble and scramble if he's on. You're talking about a guy who has a very strong front push kick, a guy like Chandler who's going to keep on walking forward. If Tony is able to manage the range and the distance and utilize all of his awkwardness and the craziness that is Tony being Tony, he still has a shot, but I don't know how much of that guy is still left. The vessel is still there. Is the fuel still left? Is the fire still burning? Mentally it is. The mind is saying yes, but will the body be able to put in forth that work?
Yeah, that is what. Oh, so heartbreaking. That's what we're gonna have to see, because this is. We want to remember Tony how he was, and we don't want to have another. I mean, it's really hard to say, even because that was Oliveira who did it to him, but he just didn't. He just looked like a shell of his former self. So we want to see a good, healthy, mentally strong Tony come out here and bring all the violence.
And I watched his media day interview today, and there was a couple of times where it got pretty dark, but then there were also a couple of points in some liners or some not really rants, but I don't know what the right exact word, monologues that he went through, that it was like, man, like that old Tony's still in there. Like there was a point where he talked about like opportunities are created when we make the type of stuff, like those things that like give you those like old Ninja Turtle Tony type of like pump you up type of vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that is all good and well, and I love it, and I love to see it. And when you're in your prime and things like that, like even I remember all through my life, coaches would say it's your mind will make your body do what you want it to do. But there does come a point where your body isn't responding to what your mind is telling it, or you're just that much shorter, slower. Your reactions are different. So I hope that's not the case. I really do.
Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. That helps us continue to produce this original MMA content and bring it for you every single week. Tune in to the MMA Plug presented by DenverSportsBetting.com on 98.1 FM, Mile High Sports Radio on Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m.
or live stream at DenverSportsBetting.com/radio.